Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2015. This month, I laid out a 5-card rainbow tarot spread for you using the Aquarian Tarot deck. And remember, this is a general reading, so to get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Also, please be sure to gain more insight and information by watching your rising sign and your moon sign, because there will be some months that they will resonate more for you than your sun sign. Also, if you would like to get a crystal reading for your sign for this month of September, where I do a continuation after the tarot cards, I go on to the crystal, and if you would like to get a reading about that, please click on the link below this video in the description box, and it will take you where you can go to download and purchase your crystal reading for your sign. Also, you could go to my website, which is theluckymermaid.com, and you can click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see all the signs listed, and you can click there and it will take you to the video that you wish to download and purchase with the crystal reading. So thank you so much for that, and now on to your reading, Cancer, for September. The first card you have here in this reading today, Cancer, for September, you have the 5 of Rods. And the 5 of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes, this is like a struggle. This could indicate, when 5s come up, it often means conflict or loss here. And it could be a struggle with an internal struggle. It could be with family members or co-workers. I do hear you're trying to hammer out some details about something and decide, make some kind of decision. I do feel like many of you are doing a general overhaul on your life and doing some kind of makeover here, but makeover of your life. I do feel like you've become partners in crime with someone, and they say that, figuratively. Where there's somebody that stepped in here and I feel is giving you a shoulder to cry on, or a shoulder to lean on, or someone to help you flesh out the details and get organized or straightened out with different things going on in your life. So I feel like you're getting some kind of help or assistance here in some way, Cancer. I feel many of you, your world has been turned upside down and shaken up. That's what they're showing me. Some of you may be finding yourselves in some kind of conflict where people don't fully trust you right now, or don't trust what you're saying or doing. I feel that there could be somebody that wants to call you to the mat about somebody, about something that's happened, or to take you down a few notches or a few pegs. This could be through work, where somebody's saying you didn't do something right, you didn't follow things through the right procedures or channels, and they could be trying to use this to undermine you, to get you fired, or to get you, maybe they want your position. For some of you that are working, Cancers, I feel it could be that. I feel for you non-working Cancers, some of you are feeling this struggle because it's an internal thing where you're feeling out of sorts or out of balance. I feel that some of you Cancers are going to be reliving moments from your past, almost like flashbacks. And I feel this might not be in a positive sense, because I'm seeing you feel like this might be making you feel unhappiness or cause for concern, or the little snips of things, little clips of things that you're seeing that you don't like, that are sort of all adding up to this picture. And I feel that those of you that are working towards your goals, that you've been trying to work towards certain goals, I feel like you're having the feeling like things have been put in your path as stumbling blocks. For some of you, this is through work-related issues, as I said earlier. and coworkers or, bosses or whatever, whoever you're dealing with at work that may have created stumbling blocks. For some of you, the stumbling blocks may be health. It could be health-related issues that have come up that have created struggles and stumbling blocks for you. So I'm sorry to hear that, Cancer. But here you do have other good cards here, so don't be thrown by the Five of Rods. Now, the second card you have here in this layout, you have the Magician. And the Magician is an excellent card because the Magician is the card of the manifester. What you think about, you bring about. What is in the spiritual plane and in the ethers, you can materialize and manifest into the physical world. I do feel like you're accumulating some kind of money or wealth is coming to you. Again, I'm going to say this. You're not the first sign that I've gotten this for. So astrologers that know what's going on planetary-wise, that why so many of the signs, it's quite a lot, seem to be coming into a real money whoosh right now, or a benefit and blessings of money. You need to be careful at the next steps that you need to take involving any kind of transactions, and what protocols or steps need to be heeded in that process. Trying to do anything like a shortcut or cutting corners or thinking you can bypass something won't work. So if there's any steps or anything, any procedures you have to follow that you're hoping you can bypass or cut out steps, they're saying you have to heed the steps as they're laid out. Some of you are working on yourselves in the sense of getting some kind of diplomas or degrees. This could be advanced diplomas or degrees. It could be high school. It could be college. It could be master's degree, PhDs. For many of you, I feel it's advanced degrees. I feel when you accumulate this money and wealth, I see many of you going to get, I do feel that you are going to be helping some people in need. This could be people in your family. It could be your children, your grandchildren, nieces and nephews. It could be family, siblings. Family comes up first, but you could also be helping other individuals as well, like, groups of people that need help comes up here just as equally. So it just depends on which Cancer you are. If anybody has thought of changing their name, it's also coming up here that somebody might do some kind of name change. I also hear you're liquidating some assets. So I feel like some of you Cancers are selling off some things. That's also coming up here. So interesting. You're getting money seems to be circling around you in many different ways. I do hear that you're going to be troubleshooting any kind of problems and bouncing ideas off somebody. So if you have any kind of pressing legal matters or issues that are weighing on you, or any business-related situations, or even if it's family strife going on among family members, I do feel there's somebody here that you're going to be using as a sounding board that's going to help you. You could have a generation gap here between you and the person that's helping you. And I feel that you're going to be working together with someone as a team to try, like in tandem with somebody, they're saying, to try to figure things out or work things out or get things situated. So that sort of came up earlier with, that message sounds similar to what came up with in the Five of Rods card. So the card you have crowning your reading here, Cancer, you have a good card. You have the Six of Rods. And the Six of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes victory. This is a card to me that shows that being victorious from troubles or riding in victoriously from some kind of strife or battles. You're getting a lot of motivational pull. And I feel like it's the spirit world doing it with you, because I'm hearing you're getting pulled along, like gravitational pull is strong. And I feel like you're being led or pulled into some kind of path or direction. I don't know if you feel it, but I'm feeling it in my solar plexus. So And I'm getting the sense of being pulled. So some of you Cancers may relate to that. I feel some of you Cancers may be making amends and patching things up with a falling out you may have had with a sibling. Comes up as a sibling first, and if it's not a sibling, then I feel it would be a friend. And I hear the words divorce court, and now it's time to spill the beans or spell out the truth. So some of you may be going through divorce. That may be why you're leaning on somebody that's giving you help and trying to help you sort your life out or get things together. Because I do hear divorces coming up for some of you. So you may be going to divorce court this month, some of you Cancers out there. And you may start to feel like there's some kind of witch hunt going on where people are trying to hunt you down and pin things on you. So I do feel that you're going to rise to the occasion and that you're going to be a very good champion for yourself. And you will combat whatever negative things are coming at you with success. So don't feel like you're going to be mowed over or victimized by whatever they're going to try to say or accuse or throw at you. I feel like if you're in some kind of situation, that could be those of you that are going to divorce court, but in the United States, so many states have no fault divorce, but people still do try to cause blame and accusations at each other, even though there are no fault states. But not every state is no fault. So if that's the case, or if you're the Cancer that's having work-related issues where people are trying to be accusatory of you, it could come from either direction. I feel you're going to be a good champion for yourself and stand up for yourself and your rights and battle this back. I don't feel you're going to roll over and take it without some kind of fight. You will be awarded here for your efforts is what I'm getting. So don't worry about that. I really do feel like you're going to get rewarded for, even though it's weird to sound like you get rewarded for a struggle, I do actually believe that happens. I've seen it happen many times with people that they go through a terrible strifes or struggles, and then there's some kind of reward. So at the end of this, and you do have, this is all coming up off of victory after a battle. So don't try not to fret over these messages here, because I feel like you actually get some blessings, benefits, and rewards from whatever the strife is that you're going through. So the next card you have here in the reading today for September 2015 Cancer, you have the Knight of Rods. And the Knight of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes a fire sign male. This would either be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Don't be thrown that it's a male. Females can often come up as knights. I hear you're working very diligently with purpose, and you're going to see a lot of cause and effect happening in your life right now. This is a real strong time where the law of attraction is working very strongly with you now. And I go back, that makes sense for the Magician, because the Magician is the manifesting card, which would be operating and using the law of attraction. Brokerage accounts, I'm hearing that word. I'm also hearing dealing with lawyers and government agencies. So that's coming up for you for this month of September. I hear working out the details, hammering out the details. So this could be with a divorce settlement or a law suit of some kind, or some kind of settlement of an estate settlement. It could be anything. I hear you're reaching an agreement. You're reaching an agreement. And I feel that the agreement is about how to divide property, money, or an estate. So it's dividing any of those things, dividing assets, dividing money, dividing a property. I do feel that you've been forced to take matters in your own hands, Cancer, even though you may have felt like you didn't want to do it. Again, they're saying to me like you're working with the disciplinary factors of cause and effect that are going on in your life. This Knight of Rods is somebody that you have trusted, to help you. So for some of you, could be your lawyer. For some of you, this could be your friend or the person that has been there to help you and support you emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, and help you sort things out. Don't forget, I said this Knight of Rods could be a female. Doesn't mean just because it's a knight that they're male. Your ego and your will and your drive to succeed is very strong right now, Cancer. You are going to be coming out of dark times, or you already have come out of it, but I'm hearing your future is very bright. So if you've gone through cloudy issues, cloudy times, cloudiness, darkness, or troubling situations, you are like you're emerging from it, like you're coming out of it. You're going to be changing your life and marching to a different tune and a different beat to a different drummer. And when you come into September, a year from now, by 2016, they're telling me your life is going to look completely different than your life is looking right now in September of 2015. And what I'm hearing about, like, any kind of enabling anybody is over now. Your life is going to take a different kind of form and structure than it has had. And if you've had the tendency to, like, mollycoddle or baby or pamper or enable anyone's negative or bad habits or bad behaviors, that is going to stop. Any kind of enabling or any of those words I just used, I feel it's going to stop. And you're going to become kind of rigid and structured about your life in some regards. I'm not saying in regard to everything, but in some regards. I feel there's a real strong need for peace and contentment and tranquility in your life. And I feel that your goals are going to be oriented towards seeking that. I feel there's been way too much chaos and confusion in your life for going on for, I'm not sure how far back this goes. 8 months to a year at least. For some of you, it's longer. But, and I feel that you're going to be seeking peace, tranquility, calm, and getting on with your life and moving on with things. That's what comes up here through the Knight of Rods. Now, the last card you have in your reading, Cancer, is a very good card. It's a nice card to end the reading with. You have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups to me is a card that symbolizes the blessings of all good things, emotionally speaking, coming to you from the divine source. This is like you're getting handed the Holy Grail, and the Holy Grail is of great emotional blessings. This card can also indicate to me a new romance or new love relationship, or new love of any kind even. I do feel that you will now be going to a tranquil state. I feel that now, state of mind and state of being. I do feel that you will be having peace. It is coming to you. And I feel it very strongly in the month of September. And for some of you, I feel it could take a little longer in getting into the month of October. I hear it very clearly, Cancer. Your trials and tribulations are over, or they're coming to a close. You will not be tested about this path anymore. Your times of testing and struggling with whatever you've been working on that has been causing you heartache, distress, distraction, worry, fear, pain, it's coming to an end now. This is going to stop. I also feel that you're going to be working on creating more joy, peace, and harmony for others as well. I feel that you're going to start looking at things that you can uplift your soul. Any kind of change in diet or health regimes could be indicated here, but you could be like getting into herbal remedies or alternative medicine of different types of holistic therapies. I also feel like any kind of vitamins or minerals or things that you can drink, I feel like you're going to start doing things like that to improve your general health and well-being, which will also affect you in an emotional and mental sense as well. It will improve that. I also pick up if any of you have had any trouble with your spinal cord, like discs being, misplaced, or, ruptured discs, or herniated discs, or your spine out of whack or out of place. You could be coming into times of contending with that kind of issues, because I'm getting spinal issues for you. Lifting heavy things is going to be a serious no-no for you, Cancer. So if you have to move, make sure you hire movers and don't try to be a hero and lift big boxes of books or heavy things because your spine is going to pay for it. So heed those words. Be good to your spine. Be careful of your spine in this month of September. You're going to have some enticing romantic possibilities that could have a real dreamlike quality about them in the month of September. Be wary of it though, because this could be a passing phase. So you have to wait until you get out like a month's time from then to reevaluate it and see what you think or feel about it. You could be getting into some kind of infatuation or crush on somebody that might leave you feeling a little confused and uncertain about what's happening with this feeling. Like, what does it mean? What does it mean for you? But I see many of you Cancers are opening the doors up in regard to new possibilities with love and romance. That doesn't mean it's negative what I said there, but what I'm saying is there's something almost supernatural, spellbinding, and mysterious or dreamlike about it. So make sure you have some grounded, solid foundations to work from. If you start feeling like you're infatuated with someone, or there's some like magical chemistry thing happening with someone, don't jump in with both feet. Have a little bit of guardedness and caution about it, because you could get swept away in the tides of emotion and infatuation, and this might not be what you really want or work out in the way you would want. So make sure for 30 days you don't go like over the emotional cliff, emotionally speaking. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, and of course, watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. Please be sure to remember, if you subscribe to my channel, you will get notified when I post my monthly Psychic Tarot readings and my mid-month Psychic Tarot updates, and any other surprise videos that may roll across the YouTube screen. And also please follow me on Facebook at The Lucky Mermaid LLC. I do post things there daily that you won't be able to see here on YouTube, and to follow me on Twitter at The Lucky Mermaid. Also, if you would like to get your crystal reading for the month of September, as I continue on here after this video, I will be looking into your sign, Cancer, through the crystal, and you can purchase and download that video if you click on the link in the description box below my video here. And you can also go to my website, which is theluckymermaid.com, and if you go to my videos tab on my menu and click there, you will see your sign. You can click on it and it will take you to where you can get your crystal reading for download and purchase. and I do appreciate that, so thank you so much. I wish you all the most amazing month and beautiful month of September, Cancer, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.